Hi, it's Nick Warburton at ImproveMyMindset.com, and in this short episode I wanted to answer the question, can anxiety be treated? And a very short answer is yes, it can. How you go for that treatment, well, that's entirely up to you, because there's a myriad of solutions out there, and the caveat that I will say at the start of this is whatever works for you, works for you. However, there are a variety of treatments available. So they start down the prescriptive route. So if you went to your doctor and you said you had anxiety, then the likelihood is that he will give you a prescription of some sort of medication. Now, that's okay. Obviously, I'm not a doctor. I can't give you that medical advice. But what you'll find is generally they're used as a holding point. So they don't make it any worse. They won't necessarily stop you having anxiety. They reduce the opportunity of you getting anxiety because of the way that you feel and the way that you respond. Now, the other alternatives are you can have things along the lines of counselling, CBT, which are often known as talking therapies. So you would have an appointment with someone, probably a series of appointments, maybe numerous amounts of appointments, and you would talk about your situation and hopefully you get it off your chest, you feel better. You talk about it. I'm not going to say any more about that. Then there are the alternative therapies, the things like Reiki, what else would we have, like the herbal, dietary, spiritual, angel therapy. There's all kinds of therapies there that can assist people, and if that's your thing and that's what you want to explore, then well, go for it. The issue with some of those is they don't actually do anything about the root cause. Now, if you're going to treat anxiety, as you may have seen in my previous videos where I've said go and watch my other video about the trauma tree, because you'll understand a lot more about it. With that, you're not treating the trauma, and that's the issue, because anxiety is a branch of the tree. You shouldn't just treat anxiety, you should treat the root cause. That way it goes and it will go for good. So if somebody says, okay, well, let's treat your anxiety, that's fine. To what level are they going and doing that? Then there are the other systems, what you call the complementary, and they often work alongside something else. So it might be that you've been to the doctor and you are prescribed something, or they take you down a particular route. NHS, what they offer varies, and through personal experience of friends of mine who've had anxiety and gone down the NHS route, again, caveat, whatever works for you works, but they had a conversation with someone and their solution to them was, well, have you considered doing a jigsaw or painting your nails? That was a phone consultation with the NHS. Well, that might work for you, but chances are whilst you're doing that, you'll be thinking about it. Just imagine if you hadn't got a complete jigsaw and you get to the last piece. That's going to kick off the anxiety, isn't it? Anyway, so the other therapies you can have, there are the things that I do. Things like SciTap. SciTap, we actually treat the root cause. We look for that, we treat that, and therefore anything else that's there alongside the anxiety, because bear in mind anxiety is a branch of the trauma tree, so it could be anger, grief, eating disorders, all those, they will disappear as well, because we take the root away. So that's just a quick coverage of what can be done. So yes, your anxiety can be treated, and I recommend anybody who has it get something done about it. It's up to you to choose what you want. Have a look at what's available, because a lot of people think it's just mainstream NHS and that's it. So the only options are counselling and CBT, or doing a jigsaw. Look at what else is available, research it, speak to the people about it, see what you think. The same, if you want to work with me and SciTap, well then by all means get in contact with me. Do the email, nick@ImproveMyMindset.com, and then we can talk more about it and look at a solution for yourself. Speak to you again soon.